Beautiful. Hello again, friends. I'm Bill, and I'm a bachelor. Today's going to be a very special show because I happen to have a very special date with a very special lady who happens to be a big fan. So tonight I'm going to impress her not only with my manly charms, but with a special dinner that hopefully she'll tell all her single friends about for weeks to come. Now, for this special dinner, it's important that we only use the finest leftovers we can find. So, let's go to the fridge. Now, looky here. We have some really good stuff here, a regular grocery store of tasty tidbits. Here I have some leftover Chinese takeout here, and one of the great things about Chinese food is that it's chock full of preservatives, so it stays good for months. If you keep this little lid folded just right, it stays great. I got about a half a can of tuna here, yum yum. Got almost 3/4 a box of raisins. Got some pickles here, and good golly Miss Molly, remnants of a half-eaten burrito. And last but not least, the ever-popular can of bean dip. Now, upon opening up this Chinese food here, I did find out that there is kind of a coating of this green goo. So what you should do is just kind of scoop out that green goo. It's the top layer just on the food there. Scoop that all out of there, and we're going to place that aside for later. Now, the next thing you do is to scoop out your leftover Chinese food on the plate just like this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add this half a can of tuna to sort of just make kind of a synergy with what's on the plate right now. And to be honest with you, the tuna is actually going to make this Chinese food smell a little better. Now, in the blender, I've put about 4 cups of water here, and we're going to take our other ingredients. We're going to take the raisins here, we're going to take our bean dip, and we're going to take some of these pickles right here, all of them in there. Beautiful. A little bit of pickle juice, and we're going to puree this just until it's nice and mixed up, just like that. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put this on the stove on high in a saucepan until it reaches a boiling point. Now that my soup has already reached its boiling point, it's time that we put this meal all together. Now, over here I've got my plate of beautiful Chinese leftovers and my tuna on the plate here, and it looks lovely, don't it? And then in this bowl I'm going to pour out my bean dip raisin pickle soup right there. Lovely. And right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this bean burrito and I'm just going to throw it in here for a little bit of texture, so it gives you kind of something to chew on while you're eating it. Now, this meal will make any woman know that you're cooking, and you should be handsomely rewarded later on, if you know what I mean. Oh, and don't forget, we still have that green stuff from the Chinese food now that we saved for dessert. I found some coffee cake that my mother had made me about 3 weeks ago, and I added it to that green stuff, and I put it in the microwave on high for about 30 seconds. Now, this is truly a dessert that'll make you stand up and wish there was more. Until next time, friends, I'm Bill the Bachelor Gourmet saying, if it's green, it might be good.
Thank you, Bill. That looked absolutely delicious. Not to be outdone by the younger generation, many elderly citizens are forming violent street gangs at an alarming rate. Police report that many retirement communities are forming their own gangs and engaging in violent activities against rival homes for the elderly. Within the last 3 weeks, police have been called in for 13 stolen wheelchairs, 20 stolen oxygen tanks, and 3 drive-by canings. Many arrests have also been made from the selling of pharmaceutical drugs on street corners, such as blood thinners and heart medication. And one Capital City Bureau of Motor Vehicles office